Hello everyone, Seraphin here, welcome back for more Fire Emblem Path of Radiance. When I last left you guys, we had just made it into the base of Chapter 11. So today we're going to go ahead and read up on these info conversations that we didn't do last time because reasons. Stop by my humble shop, he says. Oh jeez, here we go. It's not like he's going to treat us poorly or anything. Well, you don't really know that. Jeez. Yeah, gotta love the local people here. And who is man? A vigilante by the looks of it. Not that you would. A Laguz Slayer, interesting. I wonder what we're gonna need that for. And what does the princess have to say? This is a town, isn't it? Well, yes, it is, princess. If only that were the case. What does Kieran have to say here? The superb physique. Kieran is like kind of an odd duck, but he's actually a really nice guy. Like he's a sweetheart, and he's actually a halfway decent unit. So we're probably going to be using him, honestly. Yeah, careful, don't pull anything. What does Brahm have to say? He talks to little rocks like they're his family. Poor Brahm. And what does Nevany have? Just talking. Alright, well that was interesting. I suppose we could have just done that last episode and gotten it over with if I'd known it was going to be that boring. But anyway, I did go ahead and give some experience to Nefany, speaking of which. She came in at level 7, so she was a little under-leveled, so I bumped her up. So she's level 12 now. Her stats looking pretty good. She got a lot of strength out of her level ups, decent defense, and she's also very fast, as you'll see here. 15 speed already is pretty great. So she's on par with the likes of Soren, and not quite as fast as Mia, but she's up there. And she's going to be a very valuable unit. I'm going to be honest with you guys right now. Nefany is probably one of my favorite units in all of Fire Emblem. I love her to death. She's incredibly useful. She's very fast. She's very tough. And she can put a lot of hurt on a lot of people in a very small amount of time. Doesn't hurt that she's cute. But anyway, so Nefany is one of my favorite units. She's going to be with us the rest of the game for sure. We're going to go ahead and deploy Volk just because I think there's some stuff I need to steal on this map. The thing with thieves, they don't get swords, they get knives now. in this game, and as you can see here, knives are pathetically weak. They don't weigh anything, though, which is nice, but strangely enough, Volk's actually got really good stats for a thief. His speed's a little maybe on the lackluster side, but his strength is 12, which is pretty great. His defense isn't too shabby either, to be honest. So, believe it or not, Volk can actually serve as a halfway decent combat unit, even with such a pathetic thing as a knife. As we see here, he has the ability to use knives, which is a soldier skill, and he can also steal stuff. And he comes with Shade, which means he is less likely to be attacked. Ilyana actually has Shade also. I don't know if I pointed that out. So she's also less likely to be attacked. Unless the AI has no other valid target, they'll go for her. But generally speaking, if they have somebody else to attack, they will ignore her for the most part. And we now have Leith and Mordecai, which is cool. They are now fully under our control, which is fun. I guess they were last turn too, but we didn't, or last chapter too, but we didn't bother to use them. We also have Kieran here, who is a level 12 Axe Knight. He doesn't have any, doesn't need any bonus experience at the bat. He's up and ready to go pretty much. A lot of HP. 30 HP at level 12 is pretty great, for especially for a mounted unit. His strength's okay. Speed's great. Defense is good. He's pretty well rounded altogether, and he's going to end up being very, very good in the later games, so we're going to be using him. Marsha, I haven't really given any experience to. I probably should do that, but I'm a little hesitant to just yet for whatever reason. I'm probably going to do it within the next couple of chapters because she's going to be invaluable in the next upcoming parts. Braum, I got to be honest, not the biggest fan of him. I know I said I like Armor Knights a lot, but the problem with Braum is that he doesn't really shine in any particular area. He's got a lot of defense, that's about it. His strength's halfway decent, but other than that, his growths really aren't that good. He's got a lot of luck growth, but unfortunately for an Armor Knight, it's not really all that useful. And I find him to just be far inferior when compared to the likes of Gatry, so probably will not be using him if I'm being totally honest, and unfortunately he's not really going to get much better. He's a stereotypical Armor Knight. He's very bulky, but he's also very slow, and he doesn't take magic hits very well, and yeah, so honestly, I probably won't be using him. And we don't need Titania really anymore. She's actually right about the area where a lot of our unpromoted guys are at, believe it or not, now at this part, so she's kind of just an average promoted unit now. And don't really need her on the field any longer, so she probably won't be coming with us for much longer, if at all. As you can see, Oscar's kind of already usurped her in a couple of areas. Not very many, but he's still a little on the slow side. I need to get his speed bumped up. But Boyd is very competent now in his abilities. He can wield a steel axe with no speed penalties, as well as a short axe. Pole axe got a little way to go yet, but 12 speed, pretty good for a fighter, not going to lie. And of course, Mia's doing awesome. But we're just going to go ahead and get on the road here. That being said, there was one thing I wanted to do. I wanted to forge a custom lance for Nephany, since she tends to have some strength issues. That's the armory we want to forge. So we're going to go ahead and make her a lance. And, ooh, I can make a thrown one if I wanted to. We're going to go ahead and go for... The unfortunate reality with Nephany is she comes with E rank in lances, so she can't even use a steel lance right now. So we're going to have to make a forged iron lance for her. But we're going to beef it up in the damage department. She probably won't need to worry about hitting too much because her skill is pretty great. And we don't need to adjust the weight at all. This is the thing with forging weapons, is you really don't need to adjust anything other than the attack most of the time. Maybe the weight down a couple of points if someone's low level still, but once their strength gets to a high enough point, they don't need to worry about the weight anymore. It's kind of an inconsequential stat after a certain point. And lances already have halfway decent hit, so we don't really need to worry about that too much either. So we're just going to roll with this. And we're going to change the name to... We're going to go with the, I guess her hero's equivalent of her personal lance, which is the Dauntless Lance, although I don't think that's going to fit. So we're just going to go with Dauntless, maybe. Can I fit, like, an LNC in there? No, it won't fit. Darn it. Not with the space, anyway. We're just going to go with Dauntless, because that sounds cool. And we'll make it green. Or, yeah, we'll make it blue. I like blue a lot, if that wasn't already obvious. Plus, it matches her armor, so we'll just do that. Alright, so... I think we're ready to go, then. So let's go ahead and save up and get rolling on to the combat of this chapter, which will be a lot of fun, I'm sure. There actually is a side objective we can do in this map as well, but we'll talk about that in a moment. Everyone's just kind of chilling out. Got a pretty sizable army now, don't we? That's all Ike carries with him is his sword and a cape. Something always turns up. I don't think I'll ever understand Princess. Whoa, what the heck is all that? Oh good, the Dayan military is here already. They're looking for Crimean army stragglers, it would seem. Well, that's dickish. Oh yeah, crap, where's Ronulf? Things sure are heating up, aren't they? Well, that's one way to put it. We need to meet up with a man whose name is Nasir. Interesting. Apparently he's a man we can trust. Uh-oh. Oh crap. Now they know they see his furry ears. Blast. This part always bugged the heck out of me too. They like literally physically assault him just because he's not one of them. Like, are you kidding me? Apparently these townspeople all have smite too because they're pushing him 2 spaces instead of 1. Okay, that lady only pushed him 1. Like seriously, they're just beating up on him. Mordecai is suddenly very well spoken for someone who didn't understand the words quite all that well. Ronulf is stronger than Mordecai. That's actually true if you can believe it. Oh, good lord. Really? Like, seriously, guys? Ike is very upset now. Well, Oh, good lord. That's literally Ike's ticked off face. You don't see that too often, but he's like, you people are insane. I don't think there's any more apt of a description for what's going on right now. And then, unfortunately, I feel exactly the same way Ike does in some real-life circumstances, which is very upsetting. But anyway, the Toha Vigilantes are here. Oh, good. He's racist, too. Everybody's racist. Huzzah! God bless him. God bless Tellius. Some fool's gonna lay here and get beaten to death instead of defending himself. Yeah, he's got a point there. I don't care what anyone else says. You think you're pretty... God, I love Ronald so much. If they attack, heads will roll. Yeah, pretty much. Okay, well, this has been fun. We're not quite done yet, though. There's still more story stuff to do. There's a lot of soldiers all of a sudden. How did they get past me? Like, what the fruit? I don't know. Whatever. Anyway, so... let's take a gander at the map here. As you can see, we start off and there's already dudes like right up in our business here. There's also some wyverns blocking the exit to the town, but it's fine. We can't go past there anyway. Up this way, you see we have vigilantes. So the thing with the vigilantes, there's 5 of them altogether. There's 3 myrmidons right here, and there are... is that all of them? Where's the other ones at? I thought there was fighters over here too. Maybe it's only on a higher difficulty. I don't know. Anyway, there's a few vigilantes. Anybody of the subtype vigilante here, if you can avoid killing them, you'll see they're level 1. Like, they're pathetic. They're not even worth a challenge here. That one's level 2, I guess. I thought there was more of them over here. I guess there's not. But anybody with the subtype vigilante, you want to avoid killing, because if you manage to do that, you get some extra bonus experience at the end of the chapter. So we're going to try to avoid killing those guys as best we can. There is this other guy here who has a name. I wonder what he's doing there. What's his deal? I wonder. Who knows? Anyway. So up this way is a house. There's one here, but it's not open. There's a couple of houses over yonder. One here down in the south and one in the middle here. So 3 villages to visit altogether. We got the boss up here who is a paladin with a Laguz Slayer. Makoya? Whatever. I don't know. He's a pretty tough boss, actually. He's got really good balanced stats all around, so he might be an issue. But our goal is to reach this square here, which is the boat. So as soon as we get to that spot, we win. Doesn't matter what we kill or didn't kill, whatever. So let's go ahead and get rolling here. Who are we bringing? We're not going to be bringing... Wow, we got 13 people we can pick. We don't need Titania. Like I said, I don't think I'm going to be bringing Braum unless I need to. We definitely want the second healer. And we want a Laguz, and there's a reason for that. I think we're going to bring Mordecai because he's bulkier, and he doesn't transform right away. So let's go ahead and arrange the battlefield here. We want Nephany on the front lines because she's awesome. We want Boyd on the front line, certainly, because once again, he is awesome. We're going to have to be careful and get past these mercenaries without killing them, and that's going to be a little more difficult than you might think. Which is annoying because I don't like having to not kill things that are in my way. Thankfully, we can just kind of push them out of the way with shove. And Mordecai's got smite here, which is a double shove, which is very useful. And the nice thing about them attacking Mordecai is he won't retaliate until he transforms, and he takes a while to transform. So we've got some time before that happens. I think this is a halfway decent layout. Why don't we just roll with this? I'm not going to go too much in depth in trying to figure out a perfect battle formation or anything, so... Alright, let's dive into the battle. Oh, never mind, we're talking first. Do not let a single Crimean soldier escape our grasp. Hey, that's Nasir, I think. Yep, that's totally Nasir. He's not a citizen, though, is he? Sailing under the flag of the Benyan Empire. Yeah, there you go. What? That doesn't make any sense. Like, Benyan would wreck your whole country in a blink of an eye. Like, seriously? Fish wrap. Oh, good lord. Guys, these such jerks, man. Dan sucks. Dan sucks. Can I just say it right now? Dan sucks. I hate them so much. They're the worst. Who knows what unfortunate fate might fall your... Oh, good lord. So Nasir's just like, yeah, whatever. I'm just going to go hide on my boat now. Burn her and sink her first. Awesome. Jerk. Where's he going? Oh, fruit. Oh, good. Oh, good. This is cool. The Black Knight's here. This is a very interesting exchange. Yeah, pretty much. So if he were to... What he's saying here is if you come fight, you're just going to pwn everything at once, which is exactly true, by the way. Yeah, this guy knows how to dot all of his I's and cross all of his T's when it comes to dealing with superior officers, it would seem. Especially that one. Hey, Randolph transformed finally. He's a blue kitty. Bye. I love how Lagoose can just run straight through people. Sadly, they can't actually do that in the middle of a combat, but it'd be pretty fun if they could, to be honest. Try to avoid contact with the local vigilante group. So, yep, there you have it. So, the more vigilantes we keep alive, the more experience we get, or bonus experience we get, I should say. So, that being said, we need to talk to this guy for a number of reasons. But we need to talk to him with a Lagoose. So that's why we brought Mordecai. And also because Mordecai can push his way through these guys and not get beaten to crap. He's got halfway decent defense, I think, even untransformed. 13. Yeah, these guys probably can't even hurt him. No, they can't hurt him. Zyhark here can, but he's not going to attack them. And there's a reason for that, but we'll see that momentarily. What I would like to do is be in the range of Zyhark without getting attacked by these chumps, but I don't know if that's going to be possible. I guess we'll have to wait and see. So we're just going to leave Mordecai there for the time being. And we got these three dealios to deal with, so why don't we sick Kieran on them? But with his axe and all. And he's... wow. Okay, he's better than I thought he was. Even at his initial joining level, he's enough to double and single round these soldiers. Now, he's weighed down by that steel axe a little bit, but because their soldiers are also weighed down by their weapons, he's still able to double them with his 12 speed. Yeah, Kieran's actually really good. We're going to be making some pretty decent use of him, I think. And let's see if Ilyana can take down this schmuck. She can, also in a single round. That's what I like to see. With her speed level ups and her strength now augmented, she's able to double quite a bit more, which is good. She does struggle with that a little bit in the beginning, but a few level ups, a speed wing, and she's all set to go. We do get, I think, a total of 3 speed wings throughout the course of the game, so I've only used the one so far. Oh, I probably should check to see if there's anything I can steal, because I've got Volk here now, and I didn't bother to look. I could steal the boss's bow, feasibly speaking. He'll drop that Master Seal when he dies, so I don't have to worry about stealing that. All these guys have steel weapons. Holy smokes. Now, the fun thing is, I think the way that it works is you can't equip staves in this game, so I think he can just outright steal those anyway, and then the priests are useless, which is kind of funny when you think about it. There's nobody over here to worry about, so we're going to sick Nephany on them, I think. Because they're all sword-wielding and lance-wielding guys, and I got to give her her lance. Now, these guys, on the other hand, are a little bigger, so we're going to sick Boyd on them. Boyd. I think Iron Axe should do it. He's plenty strong enough. And then we'll have some backup in the form of Mia. And in the form of Soren. And as for this guy, let's... oh, I gotta deal with this other soldier over here. I totally forgot about him. Let's see if Oscar can soften him up for Marcia to kill. Yeah, that'll do. Leave him with 2 hit points. I'm pretty sure Marcia can handle that. As long as Oscar doesn't randomly crit like he has been known to do. Nope, we're good. Yeah, even with his subpar stat growths, Oscar is still very competent as a Cavalier, so no shame whatsoever in using him. Let's go ahead and heal up Oscar real quick. Anybody else get hurt? I didn't bother to look. I think Kieran got whacked once, didn't he? Yeah, we can heal up with Mist. Oh, there's one more soldier here. Duh, oh, duh, that's when I just weakened. Wow, I feel silly now. Now let's just poke this guy to death. Yeah, as you can see, Marcia's got some issues in the survivability department early on. She only has 20 hit points, which is not a lot. Not a lot at all. And I don't think her defense is anything to write home about either, so I think we're going to leave her over here, actually. And then I'll heal up Kieran real quick. Now, if I'm not mistaken, eventually enemy reinforcements are going to spawn in this area as well, so the further forward I push with my main forces here, I'm going to also have to protect my back just to make sure. Because there will be enemies showing up, I do believe. And I think I'm going to have Volk go... Where do I want Volk to go? There's not really anything to steal Like I said, though, I might be able to steal from these priests, so why don't I send Volk this way? The nice thing about thieves in this game, too, is they have slightly more movement than other infantry, so they can get around a little quicker. But they don't gain any movement when they promote, so they just tie everybody else at that point. They'll soon kill you as look at you. I don't think that's necessarily true. If only you knew. Oh, here comes an archer. A cavalier archer, as it were. Yeah, get at me, sucker. I'm gonna laugh if I just mess this guy up. Oh, alright. That was a one-shot. Nicely done, ma'am. I don't think I've ever seen her do that before. Certainly not this early in the game. The combination of bonus experience and a forged lance, and even your most rookie units become beat sticks. Holy crap. Have I mentioned I love Nephany? She's awesome. And she just continues to get better. No ifs, ands, or buts about it. And these guys are going to do nothing to Mordecai. I like how he has that headband on in his battle model there, but he doesn't actually wear one in his portrait. Seems a little weird, but what do I know? And Boyd's got this guy unlocked, no doubt about it. Wrecked. Soldiers with steel lances. Otherwise, maybe a little bit nasty of a foe, but when you can easily dispatch them, and it's not all that threatening anymore, certainly. Well, here we have a big ol' armor knight coming, and Nephany's going to wreck this guy, probably. Maybe even in a single hit. That'd be hilarious. And they don't hurt her. That's the best. Oh, so good. Yeah, once you get Nephany, the game's just over. Like, she just ruins everybody's day that isn't on your team. Okay, these guys are surrounding Mordecai, which is exactly what I didn't want to have happen. But, again, thankfully he doesn't get hurt from them, so it's fine. Here comes Zyhark. Now the problem is, I'm going to need to get Mordecai out of the way once he does transform, otherwise he'll rip those guys' throats straight out of their face. So, thankfully he doesn't transform, and I think he might transform next turn. So I'm going to need to be careful up until that point. But we're going to go ahead and smite this guy out of the way. And I'm hoping what'll happen is these two guys will surround him, and then Zyhark will still have an opening on the third side of him here. And if that's the case, we'll be set. And then I just need to bail and get out of the way of these guys. I could just unequip my weapons and send a bulky guy in there too. Like, well, does Kieran even hurt? Or do they even hurt Kieran? No, they don't hurt Kieran at all. Even with Weapon Triangle, they don't hurt him, so that's funny. So I could just send him up here too. And then unequip his weapon. Oh, that being said, he won't get any experience that way, but we got this bow cavalier coming in at us too here. So why don't I put Kieran just in range with a hand axe? I don't want to have Marcia in the range because that could be bad news bears. She does not like bows, as most Pegasi do not. Let's just park her right here. I think she'll be fine there. Alright, and then Nephany can... I think I'll have Oscar visit this village. He doesn't need the experience quite so bad, so... What do we got? Oh, one sane-minded person in this whole town. That's awesome. A Draco shield. Fancy that. I like those. Alright, so Boyd's got himself a little mess getting started here, so why don't we intervene somewhat. Put Ike in here. I think Iron Blade is 15. Why don't we just go with his Regal Sword? He hasn't used that in a while. Mostly because he hasn't needed to, but we'll get Nephany lined up just behind him, and actually we'll get Soren behind him too. We'll just go regular wind. I want to save some XP for our other guys. And 15 magic is nothing to sneeze at, certainly when you've got this many guys coming at you. So we'll just park everybody here. Is anybody hurt? I guess Nephany got poked a little bit. We'll heal her up. Alright, so I'm hoping I can get Mordecai in range tuck to Zyhark next turn. That is the goal. To that end, we're going to get ourselves ready here. Make sure everybody's out of range. And yep, let's do this. If this doesn't work, I'll have to try something else, but that's fine. Honestly, it's not the end of the world if you kill the vigilante guys. You don't get, like, a ton of experience from not killing them, but I like to get every opportunity I can to get some free stuff. Some free experience, I should say. Did that guy really move into melee just to block me? You stupid jerk. Why in the world, when you're a ranged unit, move into melee with a oh, that's so dumb. I hate this game's AI sometimes. Wow, he doesn't double this guy. He's supposed to be pretty quick. I mean, I like 12 speed to be fair, but he's only a steel lance. That should slow him down a little bit, you would think. Unless he's got at least 13 strength, in which case this is going to hurt. But he can't hit me to save his life, so it's fine. It's nice when Boyd starts being able to dodge stuff. Then you don't got to rely on him having crappy defense. You can just dodge stuff. I just realized that Thief is going to go for that village and steal whatever's in it, but I can steal it back with Volk. Whatever it is. Crit the Armor Knight. Love it. Wow, Ike actually got hurt. But doesn't matter, because he wrecked everybody's face. Yep, they're going to block the way. Son of a biscuit. I might be... I don't know if I can push anybody else out of the way to get him to talk to him or not. You stupid jerks. This is annoying. Oh, crap. I thought... Wait a minute, why is he attacking me? Ow. Zyhark, you jerk. Alright, we're about to, this is going to get a little messy, but... Yeah, so thieves burn down houses, which doesn't make any sense, because I don't know what they burn it down with. Oh, good, and now Mordecai is in tiger form, so he's going to lay waste to... Wait a minute. Why didn't he steal whatever... He just burns the house down? What was in that house? Criminy. Alright, well, tell you what, we're at about the minute, we're at the half an hour mark anyway, so either I'm gonna figure out what's in the house. If it was worth it, I might restart just to get it back, because that was dumb. If it wasn't, we'll just continue on, and I'm still frustrated about this whole situation anyway, so check back here next time, we'll figure out what we're doing, and I'll get back to you guys. So, thank you for watching up to this point, I really do appreciate it, and I'll catch you in the next episode. So until then, this has been Seraphin, stay classy, internets.